Now I'll be taking you through the reasoning questions from input and output. In this, there is a particular input that is being given. This input could be a string of letters or words, or it could be a sentence, it could be a collection of numbers, whatever. And then there are certain steps or certain operations that are being performed on this string, and then you will be given the final output after all the steps are carried out, or you will be given the last step. So there could be a lot of logical things that could be done in order to manipulate or twist the original statement. So the question statement says that wish you a very happy new year, and probably you have to arrange it in an alphabetical order. So you will start with A, then you will rearrange this entire statement. You will say that, if say for example, if the statement says that wish you a very happy new year. Okay. So you will first start with A, then you will have an H, then you will go to the next alphabet and so on. So that is how it will be arranged. So that could be one of the logical things that can be done. Or probably the number of letters can be arranged. So it can either go in an ascending order or a descending order. The alphabetical order could be either from A to Z or Z to A. It could be on the basis of the first letter or the last letter of the word. So there are a few things that could be done, that can be done. If it's a mixture of letters and numbers, then probably you can arrange the letters in an ascending order while the numbers are arranged in a descending order or something, one at a time, two at a time. It could either lead to swapping of places as such. So if the first element and eighth element, they will become the fourth and fifth element, second and seventh element again, something could happen. So you have to simply figure out what the logic that is being followed is in this entire set of operations or the set of steps that are being followed. And then the question statements will be nothing but they will be different cases. So ideally, if you have a set which is being followed by 5 different questions, it ideally means that you will have to solve those 5 questions differently. So each question would ideally be independent of the other question. So if there is a question which says that wish you a very happy new year, the question statement might be that wish you a very Merry Christmas. So wish you a Merry Christmas. If that is the question statement, then what would be the step 3 in the entire process that is being followed using the same logic. So the questions could be something like this, and you have to understand the logic, and once you understand the logic, you can figure out how you would solve the questions. So a very important thing here is, again, you have to have your own language, again you have to have your own strategy of solving this question. So whatever suits you. In some cases, if you can just write the number of the element. So in this case, if it said that, if it is being said that, hi Sonu, you are my best friend. So you can simply write 1 as hi, 2 as Sonu, 3 as you, 4 as R, 5 as mine, 6 as best, and 7 as friend, if that is what suits you. In case if you can order it somehow, so once you crack the logic of this question, you will figure out what the logic is. So on the basis of that logic, you can number the words that are being given, or probably you can write it in the form of the first letter thing which I have followed here. So WYAVHNY is nothing but wish you a very happy new year. So if this kind of thing suits you, then probably you can try this thing. But it depends on you. It's up to you what language you follow, what kind of things you are comfortable with, and that is how you will proceed with these questions. So let's look at the question. The directions are pretty straightforward. It says that study the following information in which a word arrangement machine, when given an input, rearranges it following a particular rule. The following is an illustration of the input and the steps of arrangement. So the statement is, hi Sonu, you are my best friend. Step 1 says that our best friend, hi my Sonu, you. So what is happening in this first step? That is something which you have to crack. So if you look at it carefully, the first statement that is being given, the first word is R, the second word is best, the third word is friend, the fourth word is H. So you can see that it is in an alphabetical order. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, then M, N, O, P, Q, then R, and S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Okay. So that is how it will proceed here. So basically what they are doing in step 1 is that they are arranging it in an alphabetical order. So you can be very sure of this. So you can simply say that there is an alphabetical order that is being followed. What about the second step? The second step says that friend, our best, hi, my, Sonu, you. Now what is happening here? If you are not really clear, you can look at the third step, fourth step, and then figure out, because friend is constant here. Now friend is constant here, then Sonu is coming after it, then best is coming after it, then you, then R, and hi and my and hi are present here, right? So you see that there is one word being fixed, right? So this is how you go about these questions. You will figure out what is the fixed word and why is it fixed. So friend is fixed. Now what does friend have which the other words don't? friend has 6 letters in it, right? Sonu has 4 letters, best has 4 letters, R has 3 letters, U has 3 letters, and so on. So now you are understanding as to how you would arrange this thing. So basically they are starting with the word having the largest number of letters and then they are proceeding. So what happens in case of ambiguity? Now say for example, if Sonu and best, both of them have 4 letters each. Now first they have arranged Sonu and then they have arranged best. This is because again they are arranging they arranging the words in an order which is alphabetically reversed. So the higher ranked word, so Sonu, which starts with an S, would be to the left of best, which is starting with P. Again in this case, if you look at it, if U and R are present, then U starts with Y, R starts with A, so U will come before R. Again my and high, they have the same number of letters, but my M will come before and H will come up. H will come later. So that is how you go about it, and once you have finished this entire thing, that will be your last step. So now you understood the logic behind this question. So the first step arranges it alphabetically, and all the subsequent steps, what they do is that they will take the highest, the word with the highest number of letters, they will put it to the extreme left and they will fix that thing, and then they will move on with the subsequent letters. In case there are two words which have the same number of letters, then the higher ranked word, or the word which is which will come lower down the order if they are arranged in a dictionary, that would come before. So that is how this entire arrangement goes. All the remaining words which are present, they are being shifted to the right. So here if you look at it, friend, R, best, high, my, Sonu, you. In this thing, friend is the highest ranked word, or the word with the highest number of letters. It will come to the extreme left. R, best, high, my, Sonu, you. They are all arranged like this. Okay. Now again, friend is present here. Sonu will come here because Sonu is the highest ranked 4-letter word. So Sonu comes here. R, best, high, my, you. Then best will come here. R, high, my, you will go here. Then U should come here. So U will come here, and R, high, my will come here. R is as it is fine. But H and my, high and my, you will have to change this position. So it will be my and high. After that, you cannot do anything else. And so this is the last step. So the logic is clear now. We will go through the questions. There are 3 questions which are there. I'll solve the first 2. You can solve the third one, and you can figure out how to go about questions. This is an intermediate, this is a moderate to difficult kind of a set, because the logic might be difficult to write because there are 2 logics which are being, there are 2 sets of logic which are present here, right? So the first step is a different set of logic altogether. After that, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it follows a different logic. So you have to be very careful when you are solving this thing, right? So the first question says, the input is given: if you want to be healthy, take rest. Which of the following is the first step of the above input? Now the first step will be nothing but the alphabetical order as we have stated here. So I, Y, W, T, B, H, T, R. So the first thing will be B, because that is the lowest ranked alphabet. So B will be present. We have taken care of this, so we can simply strike it out. Now if B has been taken care of, then B, there is no C, there is no D, there is nothing starting with E. Is there something starting with F? There isn't something that starts with F. Then nothing with G. Then H is nothing but healthy. So be healthy. These are the first 2 letters. H, then I. I is present here. So if it will be taken care of now. So if then I, nothing with J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. R is present, right? So R is present. So I will write rest here. Nothing with S, so T is present. So take and to, there are 2 these things. So again you have to arrange it in case of ambiguity, then probably you will have to arrange it in an alphabetical order again. So take will come before, so take will be here. 2 will come after this. So take and to has been striked out, and now you and want, these 2 are present. So want will come first and you will come later. Okay, so be healthy, if rest, take, to want you should be the answer. So you have to simply look at the options which are present. Whichever is present in this order, you will mark it as the answer. If you want to save some time, you can probably look at the options themselves and figure out if they are in an alphabetical order or not. If they are in an alphabetical order and they contain all the words of whatever are there in the question statement, then you should be fine. You should mark that as the answer. If the trap could be that all the words in that option are in alphabetical order, but they have missed out on 1 or 2 words which are present in the question statement. So you have to be very careful of this thing. So now in this thing you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words which are present in this string, and if you want to be healthy, take rest, again 8 words are present, so we are fine here, and this should be the answer. Okay, so the first question has been solved. The second question says that input is discovery channel provides vital knowledge, and which would be the last step for the above input. Now this question you have to figure out which step would be the last step, so you have to give the number of this step. So again we can figure out how to go about this question. Now we know the logic, so we can simply write the number of letters in this word. So this DIS 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 letter word is present here. Channel 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 letter word is present here. PROVID 6 7 8 letter word is present here. Vital is 5 and knowledge is again 9. So there is a 9 letter word, 7 letter word, 8 letter word, 5 letter word and 9 letter word, right? So the first statement will be nothing but they will arrange it alphabetically. Now if I am arranging it alphabetically, what happens is that discovery channel provides vital knowledge will be simply coded as channel, then discovery, then K will come, that is knowledge, then P will come, that is provides, and this will be vital. So this will be step 1. Step 2 will require you to figure out which one is the higher ranked word. So knowledge is the higher ranked word because K comes after D. So knowledge will come here. So the second step will be K, C, D, P, V, because we're simply moving K to the left. Okay. Now if you look at the third step, the final output should be nothing but K. It will start with K, then there will be D. After D there will be a P. After P there will be C, and after C there will be a V. So K, D, P, C, V is something which will be the output. So this is something which we know, right? So K, C, D, P, V is something that we have got. In the third step, again after K, D has to come, so we will fix D. So it will be nothing but K, D, C, P and D. So this will be the third step. Again we will require fourth step. So again K and D will be fixed now. P has to come here, so P will come here, C will come here, V will come here. This will be the final step. So this will be the output. If fourth statement gives me the output, then I am done with this entire set which is present, and after that you cannot really do anything which will help you solve the question, because again you have arranged it in a descending order. So knowledge is the highest ranked word, 9 letters and with K present here. After that discovery will be present here, DIS COV ERY, 9 letter word again but starting with D, so that is the second position. Third position is provides, 8 letter word. Channel, which is a 7 letter word, and finally vital, which is a 5 letter word. So the last step for the above input will be nothing but the fourth step. Okay, so that is how you will solve this question. You can look at the third question, solve it for yourself. For success to get going, for success go get going, which of the following will be the step third. So you have to figure out what the step third will look like, and then you can look at the options and figure out if it matches with whatever you have got. So the questions are pretty straightforward. Sometimes you might be confused with what is the input for the step 3 and what is the input for what is the output for step 3. So you have to be very careful and you have to maintain one thing throughout. So in this case, the question statement, the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5 and step 6 for that matter, these are the outputs which are being which we are getting, right? So step 1, the output is our best friend, hi my Sonu, which again becomes the input for step 2. So you have to be very clear as to what the output is, and you have to deal with outputs only. It's okay if you do not really understand what the input is, but you have to be sure that after step 1 you will get this. So this is the output of step 1, this is the output of step 2, again output of step 3 and output of step 4. So this is how it works, and if you are careful with whatever you are writing, and if you can have some notation which will help you solve it in a quicker manner, it's very good. Again, as you can see that there is not a lot of writing which are done on this canvas, so the questions are not that difficult. The questions should not take much space. The only thing that you have to apply is your mind, and you have to figure out what the logic behind these statements is. If you can crack the logic, you should be able to get 5 on 5 in these questions. It will not take a lot of time. Contrary to popular opinion, people feel that you have to write down everything and then you have to be clear about it. But even if you don't write things, if you have certain codes to solve it in a quicker manner, then you can solve it easily within the stipulated time. It should not take you more than around 45 seconds or 1 minute to solve one question, which is a very healthy return on time invested. So these kind of questions, once you crack the logic, it's a definitely yes, you should go for these questions and you should attempt all 5 of them, or at least 3 or 4, whichever the ones that are easy, as the accuracy is pretty high. but it might take some time for you to get better at it. So if you practice, you will get better at it, and if you get better at it, then this will be a big this will be a differentiating factor between you and a lay aspirant. So this is something which will boost your score, and this is something which will help you clear the cutoffs. So I hope that input output has been made sufficiently clear after watching this video. You can go through our other videos as well. Thank you.